Solana's up 48% this week as smart contract platforms lead crypto recovery. The 16th largest cryptocurrency, which powers dApps on its network, is quickly recovering from a crypto market slump. We're going to see some really interesting stuff about Solana today. Solana is just one of those coins that are still going up whilst the rest of the market is still remaining quite stagnant. So it's really interesting to watch what Solana is doing and why that's happening. And we also see some of the other coins that are actually following Solana's resilience, and they're the native tokens for other smart contract platforms, including Cosmos and Polkadot. Now, it's really worth noting that the smart contract platforms actually have been leading the market despite the fall in price of the entire cryptocurrency market. So they recovered by 3.11%, while Web3 coins rebounded only 0.12%, and the rest being a little bit less mediocre than that. Obviously, we see that DeFi and decentralized exchanges are still leading the market in that space, hence why I'm so bullish on it, hence why this channel talks about it all the time. If you haven't done so, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. So why is Solana so good? So Solana is a blockchain that supports highly scalable decentralized apps. The project claims to process 50,000 transactions per second. There is a different claim out there, but the point is it's better than Ethereum, which is a big deal. That is far faster than Ethereum's average of between 10 and 15 transactions per second. Of course, Bitcoin's average of between 5 and 7 transactions per second, which is literally nothing. But of course, Ethereum and Bitcoin is so much bigger than Solana, and so there's a bit of a market uptake and adoption already in place. With market cap of 11 billion, Solana still is far behind Ethereum, of course, and Ethereum sitting around about 300 billion in the market cap. And of course, there's a new NFT marketplace called Metaplex, which launched on Solana on June 2nd, very recently, pitched as the Shopify for NFTs. Here we go. So that's been a very, very successful launch, and that people are banking a lot into it at the moment. Moving forward, we got Solana blockchain is at the moment raising up to $450 million, which is a big deal. And they seem to be very aggressive in improving their smart chain functionality, which is obviously good for the scalability of the platform itself. So Solana, the blockchain backed by FTX's Sam Bankman-Fried, is raising between 300 million and 450 million, according to the report. And the project plans to use the funds to become a go-to place for decentralized apps, taking aim at Ethereum blockchain, the current leader in the space. And so it's basically to increase scalability of the platform, and the best way they're going to do that is by reducing gas fees and of course by increasing the transaction per second. And it looks like there's a very good promise for Solana to be able to do that. It's really interesting to know that price of Solana began the year at less than $2, and right now it's sitting at around 39.87 and about 5% in the last 24 hours, which is showing extreme strength. Slightly crazier side of cryptocurrency is Elon Musk. It seems to have come rocket. I'm not particularly really happy with this. This is really just bringing on hype. That's going to bring a lot of new money into the market, which I guess is good, but it's a lot of dumb money coming into market. So it's people who are short-term holders, paper handlers are going to come into this, and we're going to see examples of that right away within this pump here. See, this is the kind of shit Elon's posting, this kind of emojis, and people are just reacting to it. It's so dumb. The price will come rocket, but the ticker coming shot up accordingly. On CoinGecko, the price rose from $0.07 to 0.28, which is a cool 4x within a very short period of time, and then it just dumped straight back down at 0.16. So people would have lost quite a lot of money in that. Some people would have made some money, but a lot of people would have lost money, and this is just not very good. And then he tweets something else, Canada, USA, Mexico, which had no other context, and it's an acrostic for come, and then people started getting more of that, which I thought was stupid. See, there's a price that jumped up like so, and yeah, it just dumped straight afterwards. And so look, this is the tweet that we're seeing right now, and some of the replies is quite devastating. Dude, why are you doing this? You're a multimillionaire. I'm sure it's funny to you, but I've worked my ass off to make money, and just one tweet screw things up. To me, I always use you as an inspiration of what can be achieved, but you know what? A lot of people are on the same note. Elon Musk is not particularly welcome in the crypto space unless people are recently joining into the market, and it's just really disappointing to see this kind of behavior. And yeah, people really don't like Elon and his tweets anymore, at least those smart ones anyway. All right, so this is the time around the world right now. It's Sunday, and we are looking at the crypto market. It usually takes a bit of a dip around Sundays, and these are the prices that we're looking at. I predominantly focus around Bitcoin because that also dictates quite a fair bit onto the rest of the market, although we've seen that DeFis and smart contracts are moving away from that pattern because we know they're clear use cases. Money in cryptocurrency is getting smarter every day. So we're looking at the market cap around $1.63 trillion, a bit of a decrease. Bitcoin dominance dropping to that near 40% mark, which is a healthy amount that I see. And yeah, we're looking at Ethereum getting stronger and stronger every day, which is nice. During the 7-day percentage, we see that Ethereum is up 16%, while Bitcoin's only up 3%. Binance Coin kicking ass over the last week. Dogecoin, interesting as well, but it's there. If you want to make money using Dogecoin, go be my guest. There may be a use case forming around Dogecoin, although it was based off of a meme. Some people are believing the Shiba is going to go up to 10 cents, but you know what? If you want to bet your money in that, then be my guest, but I don't really see particular use cases on those coins, and it may well become worth nothing later down the track compared to cryptocurrencies that actually have a great platform like Cardano, like Chainlink, like Uniswap and XRP, and all of these wonderful coins like Chainlink as well. So across the market, we're showing a bit of strength. Polygon is down at $1.56. I think that's a great point of entry for you to hold for a long term. Really interesting to see that there's a big loss there. Solana obviously kicking us at 47%. Theta also doing quite well as well, and VeChain showing some good strength, but still at a very viable price entry. Moving forward, we've seen these two gentlemen. So these are the guys that claim that they were the ones that originally created Facebook and that Mark Zuckerberg stole their idea. So Bitcoin price will increase tenfold, argues the famous Winklevoss twins. So these guys were at the Bitcoin 2021 event. They're saying that Bitcoin will become the next gold. So he said, we still think this is really early. Tyler said, we think Bitcoin is gold 2.0. It will disrupt gold. So its market cap has to be 10 trillion or more. So that's massive because that's the market cap of gold. Bitcoin is hovering around 1 trillion, conservatively at least 10 times from here. Even at 35,000, it feels like a really good buying opportunity in the long term. At 10 trillion market cap, we think one Bitcoin will be worth $500,000. And we think that it could happen inside this decade. We are hodlers until at least $500,000 per Bitcoin. Definitely hopeful news. Definitely really appreciate that insight. And one that probably isn't too crazy for us to hear at the moment. So obviously for a long-term hodl, that's a really good way to move forward. Another thing that they've said is that they're looking at treasuries of Bitcoin. So this right here is a list of publicly trading companies that actually own Bitcoin. So Tesla is interestingly only at number 2, MicroStrategy being number 1. There is about 38 odd companies that are actually holding these coins, and the number that is being held by publicly trading companies will only increase as the days and the years come. We're obviously seeing at the moment there's about 8% of Bitcoin being held by publicly listed companies, and this number will only go up. Moving forward, it's interesting to see Justin Sun making some trades at the moment, $150 million worth of Bitcoin. Justin Sun, as we know, is the founder of Tron, and he's also the CEO of BTT, which is a BitTorrent cryptocurrency. Purchase of $150 million worth of Bitcoins at an average price of about $36,800. He's probably breaking even at this moment. It did peak up to that $40,000 mark, but it's interesting to see some of these influential. He's probably not at a whale size, but he's pretty influential in this space because of the job that he has as a CEO of BitTorrent and Tron. And yeah, it looks like a pretty interesting purchase that he's made. Overall, I'm pretty bullish on it, but just be careful around Justin Sun. There may be some whales that are after him for reasons that I can't really talk about. But yeah, I think you just got to be careful around these. But you know what? Overall, it doesn't really matter. I think this is a good point of entry as signaled by many smart investors. And I think the idea that you need to formulate within yourself is that for you to 10x your money, you really just got to hodl. And you know what? There's no real other smart way of doing it. You just got to wait for the market adoption to come into play so that you can actually enjoy those gains. Moving forward, we're looking at Anchorage to offering Ethereum-backed loans through Bankroll. Now, these guys have already got Bitcoin-backed loans, but yeah, we're seeing that there are banking and lending options that are being offered on Ethereum and cryptocurrency-backed loans. And that has been the case for some time, of course. But overall, it's really interesting to see that banks are now offering cryptocurrency-backed loans, which means that there is longevity that banks and institutions are sensing from cryptocurrency, which is obviously a bullish sign for many cryptocurrencies over the long term. A little bit about real estate because it is getting a bit crazy. Inventory is down 37% over a year to a record low. The typical home sales are 17 days of record low. Home prices are up record amount, 24% year over year to a record high. There's still home sale on average of 1.7% higher than the asking price. Another huge record. That's because there are record low interest rates, and of course there is a big construction boom at the moment as well. And you know, it's costing more than 25 to 30% more to build a house at the moment. And you know what? Builders now are withholding putting the properties on the market for a while so that they can actually make more money even if the property is already finished. So pretty crazy things are happening in real estate, but it does seem like we're about to tip the other way around pretty soon. And in this climate, I think cryptocurrency offers a lot more clarity so that people can actually put their money in an asset that actually has longevity and in an asset that has opportunity at the moment. Because like, why would you buy a house right now? It's so bloody expensive unless you had family to look after. So guys, that's been the update. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's video, and I hope to see you very soon. Peace out.